Welcome back to day 5 of the free to play guide. Today will be a kind of chill day after yesterday's really stressful day. Hopefully, you got through the trials as well. Does take a lot of RNG. And today, you'll see that we have this pop up for the artifacts. We will be going for this, but just not today. Just for a quick reference, you're going to want to make sure you select this mage core up here and you make sure you do your free pull every day for now. We will eventually pull it down, but like I said, not today. And luckily we'll be getting these artifacts, which you will be given once you go the first time to the city on day 5. It'll bring you to here, talk about the artifact blacksmith, and you'll get some free forges off the bat, and it'll bring you up here. Just want to point out one important thing here is that we want to see the gold one if possible, and you get one free refresh each day. So make sure if it's not gold, do the free refresh. That's what I would highly recommend. And you might not get gold like me, but sometimes you'll see it. And just by doing that simple trick could give you the opportunity of doing it. So just wanted to point that out. Make sure you use that free refresh button each time. The second time you use it, it costs 100 diamonds. Don't waste your diamonds there. Obviously, the endless abyss today. Just keep pushing up as far as you can for whatever mode it is. Right now I'm currently at 15. I'll do some more work later, but I'm not too stressed about that. And otherworldly gates, we will have access to this one, and this one is a little bit harder. The first, it is a 7 turn limit for this first section, so you need to have a little bit more damage. And what will actually give us a lot more damage is when you start getting your artifacts here, like that one we just saw. Also, you'll see these unlocked divinity popping up as well, and you don't really need to worry about this too much yet. We'll talk about that as we start getting the resources for it, but is another way to get some more stats. But over in the equip over here, it'll automatically go to the ranger or whatever class you are. But if you don't have one, for instance, you can equip anyone you want for whoever. So for instance, I can equip this one. I won't get this mage bonus right here, but I'll get all the stats for whoever. That's very important, especially early on when you don't have a wide selection of artifacts here. So you're going to want your damage dealer to have, 3,200 attack, or once you forge it up, you can hit the upgrade to max. And when you get more artifacts, you'll be able to, rank it up as well. But like you can see right now, 5,000 attack extra, and I only have 128k, so that's a pretty significant portion of the attack. And other than that, like I said, today's a pretty chill day. Let's check out the 7-day target stuff. So we do get a Lord of Time, which is going to be very helpful. We will push for another copy in the guild shop to rank her up to rank 10. I'll show that in a second. And these tasks, like most of these look pretty straightforward. Form 10. So a lot of these are whatever you've done in the past as well. Participate in a guild war. Tomorrow morning, I'll have access to it. It's dependent on what day you start. You could have had it yesterday as well. So I think the day I started made it so it'd be the furthest possible day. And that won't happen until like 12 hours after server reset. So you'll have a 12-hour window to actually do the guild war. So make sure you're up during that time. Artifact casting is that blacksmith here. So we got 2 of these. So you'll eventually have it once you collect those at the top after I think it's 4 or 6 hours. You'll get enough to get that 10 done. So that'll be straightforward. Like I said, we're getting this Judgment Sword. It would have been cool if we could have gotten the other items, but I didn't think we would have enough damage, so I'll just throw it on my Night Eater. We'll start getting another damage dealer up for now. And we'll be getting a ton of those. This right here, if we had a lot of diamonds, would actually be not too bad. It's pretty good, but definitely not worth 10k early on. If you're a light spender and you have a lot of excess diamonds, it's definitely pretty cheap. So I would grab it. But for free to play, and if you're not, getting excess diamonds, don't think we will be picking that up. And let's just check out, is there anything else? Obviously, you won't have access to this. I didn't grab any of these, so don't worry. In case you're seeing it. Nothing really. Let's check out and see how hard these stages are. Let's just look at the power. So we're already starting off basically really hard, right? And down to 4 million is the recommended power. That's pretty rough. Does look not too bad off the bat. 13 people get through it already, but maybe those are spenders. We have 2 days. So, like I said, I'm not going to put too much pressure in today. Let's just run it and see how it looks, right? Same exact team as last time, kind of. I have to move some heroes around. I don't want a load of time at front, but maybe it will be super easy. And I will probably fast forward these fights if they're taking a while. And for yesterday's video, the day four, sorry I wasn't talking. I had run those so many times. Was just trying to get the RNG down, as you could probably experience yourself. And happy I got it done, but it honestly took a lot of time. And it's kind of unfair how difficult they've made the early game, I feel like, for free to play. Wasn't like that when I first started 6 months ago. And then they had an update as well, and it was not as hard as well. You wouldn't get max core nets like we're getting now, so that's a big plus, but it was not anywhere near as hard. So if you like a challenge, at least we have that. You have that going for you. So let's just do something like this, see what the matchup is. So I can see already they're starting to bring a reviver now. So on the later stages, it might get difficult in the sense that if we can't kill the reviver or their team fast, it may make it so we just stall out. You have only 15 turns to complete it. Doesn't matter if they can't kill us. If we just can't kill them fast enough, I could see that being real difficult, especially if they start throwing Mulan, or maybe they're going to be throwing in White Snake. We saw the hero on the banner. She is a ranger, does a lot of damage, AoE damage too, that you can't avoid. So kind of going to be rough. So we'll see how that goes. Feel like it may be another frozen tundra RNG fest potentially. So far, not too bad. Looking pretty good. And here we go. Stage 3, they already throw her at us. Not good. But she's up front, so that's not terrible. We'll be able to work with that. We can set up some teams to counteract that. You see, we're going to get stunned here on our damage dealer, so we're going to want to move it around if we don't clear it. Just move her to the right. If they throw the full Nimbus team at us, though, we will be getting cooked. As you can see, we are getting tons of damage here. And at least she just revived, so that's kind of helpful for us. The only downside is we may... Oh, all right, we're not going to get stunned. I was going to think we were going to get stunned. So kind of just pushing through, but it's only stage 3, and it's, our team's falling apart, right? So it's just going to get harder. Another one, some more resources. And these resources, the break zone is actually really helpful, especially early on, but everything else, not so much. Not that much gold. All right, nothing to worry about stun-wise. Well, we can get frozen here, so that's kind of a pain. But there is no snake this round around, right? And no reviver, so this should be an easier stage. So kind of interesting. They looked like they turned up the difficulty and then went back down this on stage 4. I'm not complaining about it. Just kind of interesting. Maybe they're just trying to foreshadow what is going to be expected for later on. So stage 5. And when we have those items, so there is a stun right here, so probably should just move to the other side unless we can somehow magically kill. Don't like getting our main damage dealer stunned on the early rounds. But no reviver, so our goddess should finish him off, right? That'll be helpful. Yeah, and even though she's, big AoE damage, this is feeling a lot easier than the last trial. And maybe it's because they kind of overtuned the first trial, not thinking about what we have access to early on. You get a lot more items as we progress, and if you play it smart, it'll build your power a lot better, right? So maybe they kind of thought we'd have more than we did. That's the only thing I can think of. Because this stage doesn't look like there's a reviver here, but there's nothing to be worried about, which is really good because I was kind of really stressing so far. And I mean, it could just turn around near the bottom stages, but I was really stressing that it's going to be potentially impossible. And maybe stage seven's where they really turn it back up like last time. But we do have a full extra day, so that can make a, you know, tons big difference potentially. So far, kind of so good, right? And stage seven, this copy of Celestial Spear won't help us. It's kind of interesting. They didn't give us one like this before in the past, but it will give us, that much closer to getting a 10 star. And if we could get a 10 star, or if you use that hero conversion in the Elemental Temple and you get another copy, or we get a copy somewhere, 10 star is another, damage spike, which is going to be pretty big. Anything to help us get through these trials would be really helpful. Once again, this is random stun, really kind of, it's like 15, or I forget the exact percentage depending upon the star, but we shouldn't be getting stunned every time. I feel like every round we've been getting stunned, and that's not good. So if we weren't stunned there, we would have killed their damage dealer and not died. Let's just run it again. I think we got this one though. This is actually feeling much better. So if you just get through the RNG fest of yesterday so far, it at least get to relax today and kind of enjoy some of the rewards. We can make our Lord of Time much tankier, like I said, by just ranking her up one more time, and we do have access to that. So if next round we get stuck, I can just show you where that is, and maybe we'll end it there if we get stuck on the next stage, just so we have some content for tomorrow. And another copy, big. And is this where they turn it up now? Maybe this is how they should have done it yesterday. It's not looking too bad. Shield of Parther, make sure your damage dealer is not over here. Will freeze, guarantee with the full rage bar, but at a high frequency as well. Even on the A1, it's like a 40% every turn. Great hero to have if you get access to it. Core hero. Unfortunately, we got frozen all over, like stunned again. So may need to restart again unless we get some good RNG. But not too bad. Feels like we could just walk right through this one. Snake, as long as they don't pair Snake with Mulan, maybe the last stage could be really difficult. But as long as she's by herself, it's just damage, and as long as she doesn't one shot us like that, we will be pretty good. So let's quickly just jump back and make sure you hit this check here first, hit the synthesize all, and then what you'll need to do after is go to the hero altar, hit quick decompose, grab up here, bam, 850. We need 4,000, so they left us with 10, so I'm going to take out and leave four of each color. So I'll decompose that, hop over to the guild, go to the guild shop, and the hero shop here, you can grab another Lord of Time copy, and this will give us access to that 10 star. All right, so I fast forward through all that. Make sure you decompose enough heroes to get the 4K, and whoever your 8 star is, you can take them out of the temple to level up if you don't have enough food to keep all your heroes leveled up, which is why I'm going to do that. Doesn't matter, you don't need to free reset them. You get all your stuff back, as you'll see in a second. And 64,000 power, big jump in power there. Up the ability to go to 275, but our heal is even bigger now. And obviously you get all those resources back. And that gives you that unlock divinity here and the potential. So you have the, actually we don't have it yet. We'll get it in a couple days, but the potential here, another way of strengthening your heroes. Don't use it. It costs a lot to reset early on, so don't go for this now. And let me know in the comments how you did on day 4. Was it crazy like me? Did you find some kind of secret to make it much easier? We got stunned again. Let's just restart if we get stunned. Man, the Elementalist is popping off the stuns. We got some big freezes there. More resources. Another one down. More access. We have 18 free ones. That's huge, right? We can save those for now. And what is the last stage going to be? All right. So there is the pesky old Lord of Time. She is such a good reviver. We have her on our team, obviously. Does work. Oh, this team is actually a pain. I can already see it. I can feel it's going to be a pain. Look at the damage you're doing. And with her being out, she's going to freeze someone, prevent someone from dying. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard one. So we'll end it right here for now. I'm not gonna go and spam 1,000 restarts right now. Doesn't look like it will be impossible, but this one is definitely significantly harder. And this is how I think they should have structured the last one, where the rest are really doable, but then the last one kind of turns up the volume. So I'll come up with a plan and we'll execute it tomorrow. So on today, if you can't get as far as I did, still relax. You have a full extra day. Just make sure you're going in here, grabbing your elemental crystals, the two of them. Should have told you to remind you that yesterday. And just keep doing all your dailies, pushing up the tower a little bit further if you can. I haven't even tried it. I'm probably gonna be stuck still. We could try. Oh, we got through, maybe because of Lord of Time power. So just keep pushing up that. I'll check in with you tomorrow, showing you where I got to. And yeah, relax, enjoy it, and have fun. As long as you got your cornet yesterday, you're probably in a great spot. If you didn't get your cornet, it's not that big of a deal, but it does make early game easier. So thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe; really helps me out. And let me know in the comments if there's anything you want to talk about or need help, or if you're making something super easy or have a better team composition. Please throw that in the comments for everyone as well. As always, take care.